Good morning. You're watching the Australian Share Market Outlook on Thursday, the 1st of May. I'm Lel Smits for the Finance News Network. The Australian share market looks to rise into the new month after Wall Street gained on the back of the US Federal Reserve's upbeat assessment of the economy. US stocks shrugged off weaker than expected domestic growth data and finished the month of April strongly, with the Dow Jones hitting a record high. Closer to home, a number of companies will hold annual general meetings, and ANZ will be in focus when it releases its interim earnings. Economic reports will also roll in with a series of releases due domestically, and China's Purchasing Managers Index due in the afternoon. Looking closer at US economic news, and the US Federal Reserve has moved in line with expectations and trimmed its bond buying program by an extra $10 billion to $45 billion per month. The US Central Bank's policy statement also signalled interest rates will stay low for some time. Elsewhere, US gross domestic product grew at a slower rate than expected at the beginning of this year. The US Bureau of Economic Analysis reported GDP grew at an annual rate of just 0.1% in the first quarter of this year, weighed down by the impact of winter weather. Analysts had expected a read of about 1.1%. On the plus side, the US private sector posted the strongest job growth since November. Payroll processor ADP reported the private sector added 220,000 jobs in April. Recapping global markets, on Wall Street gained ground on Wednesday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 45 points to close at 16,581. The S&P 500 gained 6 points to close at 1,884. And the Nasdaq gained 11 points to close at 4,115. European markets closed mixed on Wednesday. London's FTSE 100 added 10 points, France's CAC 40 lost 10, and Germany's DAX added 19. Asian markets also closed mixed on Wednesday. Japan's Nikkei added 16, Hong Kong's Hang Seng lost 320, and China's Shanghai Composite added 6. The Australian share market advanced 1.8% over April, but ended the month flat yesterday ahead of the US Federal Reserve's statement on monetary policy. The S&P ASX 200 index added 2.5 points on Wednesday to finish at 5,489. And on the futures market, the SPY is pointing 17 points higher. Now to currencies, and the Australian dollar at 7:20 a.m. was buying 92.87 US cents, 55.06 pence sterling, 94.94 yen, and 66.99 euro cents. Turning to economic news, and due out today from the ABS are its international trade price indexes for the March quarter, and from the Reserve Bank of Australia, its indexes of commodity prices for April. From the Australian Industry Group, its Performance of Manufacturing Index for April, and from RP Data Riskmark, its Home Price Index for April. Making company news this morning, Rio Tinto has launched a lawsuit to receive compensation for losing half of its mining concession in the Simandou region of southeast Guinea in 2008. The global miner is suing Vale Israeli billionaire Benny Steinmetz and his BSG Resources, who are alleged to have conspired to steal mining rights by bribing officials. Rio Tinto was granted a mining concession to Simandou in 2006 and describes the region as one of the world's largest untapped iron ore deposits. Shares in Rio Tinto rose 0.65% on Wednesday to close at $61.70. ANZ will today kick off the major banks reporting season when it releases its first half results, and analysts have forecast a bumper result. Expectations are for ANZ's interim cash profit to hit $3.5 billion and for the bank to declare a dividend of 81 cents per share, rising from $3.2 billion and 73 cents per share. ANZ yesterday announced David Gonski is set to succeed John Moshel as the company's chairman from today. Shares in ANZ dipped 0.38% on Wednesday to close at $34.47. Two ex-dividends and the 7 companies trading ex-dividend today include Australian Masters Corporate Bond Fund number 5, Anika Tambang, Australian Masters Yield Fund number 1, 2, 3 and 4, and Tel Pacific. Finally, to commodities, the price of gold has lost 40 cents to $1,295 an ounce for the June contract on COMEX. Silver has eased 37 cents to $19.12. Copper has eased 5 cents to $3.03 a pound. The price of oil has fallen $1.54 to $99.74 a barrel for June light crude in New York. Thank you for watching the Australian Share Market Outlook on Thursday, the 1st of May. I'm Lel Smits for the Finance News Network. Have a lovely day.